God longs for you. So much of our time in church is spent on trying to understand God and trying to focus on all of these things about our relationship with Him, and to focus on what we need to do and how we need to change. So much of our time is spent on us, not realizing that He already spent so much time on us. God longs for you. God created you. God saw you one day in His mind before you were even born. He saw you in His heart. Your personality traits were formed in the inner workings of His heartbeat. And He saw you. He loved you before He even made you. And we spend so much time in worry, in anxiety, in everything that goes on in our lives. So much time we spend on trying to figure life out and trying to achieve our purpose, on trying to make it to the next day, to the next paycheck, to the next love. And yet, God longs for you. God created you. God formed you. He took His hands and pieced every single piece of both your physical and spiritual being together to form the pieces of who you are, and set His fingers into the stars and picked out a purpose for you and said, I love you. I love you so much that I want to give this purpose to you. And yet we spend so much time questioning ourselves, wondering if we are worthy, wondering if we are good enough, thinking about all of our deficiencies and holding ourselves back from a life of purpose because we feel like we will never be enough, not realizing that within our hands we hold everything that we could possibly need, not realizing that God longs for you. God created you. He formed you, and He sees you. He sees you in every intimate moment of your life, intimate because of brokenness or intimate because of joy. And He takes the joy and the brokenness and pieces it together into a wonderful tapestry, a tapestry of love. A gift to you that if you aren't careful, you would look at it and despise it. A tapestry called life. A tapestry that if you are not careful, you would look at it and despise it, not realizing it is a gift to you, not realizing that He longs for you, that He created you, that He formed you, that He sees you, that He loves you. And we spend so much time feeling unloved, feeling lost, feeling broken in a world full of people who seem so complete, feeling like no one could ever possibly love us if we truly expressed who we are with all of our energy. Nobody could possibly see me and yet still love me. Nobody could actually know who I am and long to be with me, and nobody actually knows me enough to know how I was in the beginning and how I will be at the end, or who I am right now in the middle. Nobody, there is nobody, and yet He longs for you. He created you. He formed you. He sees you. He loves you. You have everything you need in Jesus.